What's up, YouTube? This is Red Devilosa from Red Devilosa Reviews. With the release of Spider-Man No Way Home that's been out for a few months, and with the confirmation of a new trilogy of Spider-Man films continuing after this one, here's part 2 of the Villains Fancast for the MCU Spider-Man. If you haven't seen my part 1 of this series, the link will be in the description down below and in the card in the corner. Just like before, I will not fancast for characters that already exist, and there's some fantastic fan art, and I will be crediting them throughout the video and in the description down below. Also, thank you to Jacob, DinoFan30, and Archon Fury from a Discord far, far away for suggesting the video.
Kurt! I've made a terrible mistake.
Dr. Connors was once a gifted surgeon who provided his services to the U.S. Army to help with battlefield injuries until misfortune came his way that caused him to amputate his right arm after finding himself in an unexpected explosion. Kurt returned to a civilian lifestyle, and he uses his new appendage loss to become a research scientist. He gets obsessed with reptilian biology for their ability to regrow limbs. He would work together with another friend from the war, Ted Solis, who comic fans might know his alter ego, the Man-Thing. They created a growth serum with the use of reptilian DNA. He was able to get his arm to grow back, but it came at a price. The side effects of the serum would cause him to turn into the reptilian monster known as the Lizard. Spider-Man was able to help make an antidote to revert the Lizard back to Curt Connors. The Lizard has similar aspects to Kirk Langstrom, aka the Man-Bat, for DC, as they're not bad people, but their experimentation caused them to become mindless monsters. Kurt also has a friendship with Peter and Spider-Man, not knowing that the two are the same person. Dylan Baker got to play Professor Connors in the Raimi trilogy, but he never got to do much in the role. Rhys Ifans played the character in The Amazing Spider-Man 1, as well as No Way Home, kind of. I thought he did pretty well as Curt Connors. The Lizard needed some more work. I prefer the design to have a snout and not look like the Goomba from the Super Mario movie. Also, add a lab coat and the purple pants. There's no reason to bring up the question on how the whole chippity-choppity happened. Anyways, Simon Baker would be my choice for the character. No relation to Dylan Baker. He's done a good amount of works with The Guardian and The Mentalist. He's got a warm personality with a mix of emotional turmoil that I see in Curt Connors. Episode 7 of The Mentalist. My God. Peter would be his teacher's assistant at Empire State University, which now sounds more likely to happen as there is a confirmation for this continuing in a new trilogy. The Lizard would be someone ideal to show up at some point.
A little far from the zoo, aren't you?
Well, it's the itsy bitsy spider. All decked out, there's no threats. They ain't gonna look no for long.
The Rhino is more the bronze for the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery. Alexei Sitsevich was once a poor immigrant who needed the money to pay for his family to come to the United States to support them. Due to his little education and a particular lack of skills, the only jobs that would hire him are for his strength and stature as a low-end mobster for various criminal organizations. He was contacted by scientists to be a part of an experiment that would pay him a lot of money. He agreed to it, which got him bonded to a super strong polymer to his skin using chemicals and radioactive treatment. This would increase his strength and speed to make him the Rhino. Rhino has had his encounters with Spider-Man on his own or with the Sinister Syndicate. He's also had encounters with the Hulk as well. A particular storyline that does well with the Rhino is when Alexei serves his time for his criminal activities, which allowed him to give up the suit as well. He gets married to a waitress and works as a security guard at a casino. A new Rhino would appear and would try to challenge Alexei. Spider-Man intervenes and tells Alexei not to return as the Rhino. Alexei tells the new Rhino where he wants to do the fight, which was meant to be a trap for the Avengers to capture that one, as Spider-Man would help Alexei and his wife escape. Unfortunately, tragedy strikes, as the new Rhino saw through this ruse and killed Alexei's wife. He blames Spider-Man for her death, as he wears his old Rhino suit and uses it to kill the new Rhino. Like Kraven's Last Hunt, this storyline would require some history between the two, but this was just something that I found neat about the character. Paul Giamatti played the character in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for like 5 minutes. He didn't really get to do anything in the film until he got the Mecha Rhino suit, like the ultimate version of Rhino. Personally, I prefer the supersuit version of the character, and I would pick Conan Stephen as the character. Not his first experience in a Marvel property, as he first played the Man-Thing in a bad movie about the character. He's also played the first version of the Mountain in Game of Thrones, as well as Bolg in The Hobbit. The Rhino is not much of a difficult personality to perform, more dim-witted, who does have a bit of good in him, but he ends up doing the wrong things due to bad decisions. Stevens can play the Rhino just fine.
Now can we talk like human beings?
This feels pretty human to me.
I know what's on those drives you're stealing.
Look at you, brawn and brains.
You can't give Hammerhead the last drive. Once he has what he wants, your son will just be a loose end. Let me help you.
What are you thinking?
Stall him. Give us some time to find your son.
I missed you. Glad we're back together again.
Not like that.
Shame.
To end off this part of the Fancast series is the one and only Black Cat. Felicia Hardy was the daughter of a cat burglar named Walter Hardy, who she didn't know was that until her teenage years. She was fascinated by this discovery, plus getting mugged herself, which motivated her to train in self-defense and learn things like picking locks and opening safes. Now, she was a victim of date rape, which happened when she went to college, which would further play a part in her journey to becoming the Black Cat. But I believe that would be changed for something else. Her first encounter with Spider-Man was when she was trying to find a way to get her sick father out of prison so that he did not have to die there. She also gained an attraction to Spider-Man over the years, which gives her a chance to be good, albeit still retaining her thievery side every now and then. A key difference between Felicia and Selena Kyle from DC is that Black Cat does have superpowers. She undergoes the same process that Scorpion and the Human Fly went through to get their superpowers. With the unknown help of Kingpin, this presented an aura around Black Cat that would give the people around her, especially Spider-Man, bad luck, which was the Kingpin's intention after Felicia stole from him and have a way to mess with Spider-Man, killing two birds with one stone. Felicity Jones portrayed Felicia in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. She's cool, but she's too old for Tom Holland. A popular fan cast that's been circling around for the last 2 years at least has been Sydney Sweeney. I'm not going to mention the assets that Sweeney has. That makes the choice obvious, and for good reason. Sydney is getting a lot more attention from Euphoria, especially after Season 2, where they gave more focus on her character. Her range is absolutely incredible, from the cruel schemer Olivia in The White Lotus, to a psych patient in Sharp Objects, to a passionate drama actress in Everything Sucks, to the eager and pious Christian wife in The Handmaid's Tale. I could keep going. Another impressive detail about Sydney is that she is trained in MMA.
I heard that is it mixed martial arts you were really into as well?
MMA.
You are a very physical person. Yeah, I like this. This is
My
awesome.
mom and my dad would tell me to try and fall in love with as many things as possible.
That's so good.
I would.
Yeah, how into like MMA did you get?
Like very into it.
Like how?
I trained with Ronda Rousey senseis.
What?
I did competitions. I got first place fighting all guys.
What?
Yeah.
Now what really kills the perfect mood is that Sony has casted Sydney in a role for the upcoming Madam Web movie, which is happening for some reason. Now, we don't know what exactly the role in the film is, and I'm willing to ignore the cucks that is Sony and their excuse of a franchise, but if I had to conform to these standards, Dove Cameron would be my second choice. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but Mahershala Ali was in Luke Cage, and he's going to be Blade. The third option was suggested by Unity, link in the description. Courtney Eaton from Mad Max Fury Road and Gods of Egypt, although I would recommend her performance in Yellow Jackets as Lottie. I'd ask Sony not to be stupid and let Sydney be Black Cat, but that's like asking a fish to stop swimming. But hopefully, there was some persuasion to let you know how I feel about the situation. And that was part 2 of my Villains Fancast for the MCU Spider-Man. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about the list. Anything that you agreed on, anything that I changed your mind on, anything that you disagreed with. I'd like to know your personal fancast. Something I might get mentioned for is the rumor about Anya Taylor-Joy being looked at for Black Cat. I want to make this point very clear. I love Anya, and you will never hear me talk bad about her on my channel. Ever. I just think Magic was the perfect character for her, even if the New Mutants film was bad. If not, she has a bit more going for her as Gwen. But if she does get the role though, that's totally good for me. That's just my quick thoughts. It has been a while for this series, and I apologize for the delay. I do plan to have more fancasts in the future, so keep on a lookout for that. I plan to have a review on the Batman film, as well as a part 4 to my Falcon and the Winter Soldier series about John Walker. If you like reviews and opinions on movies, comics, TV shows, and video games, you can support my channel by clicking the like button and subscribe to Red Devilo's Reviews for more of that content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.